Hello, everybody. Welcome to Friday night's Messages of Love from Above. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, wonderful Friday. So get our desktop all set up here. Get the little chat popped out so I can see it better here. And we will get into it. All right. That's good there. And all right. And YouTube says we are live. So that is a double win. But before we get into everything, let's send some love out to the world. I know a lot of things going on in the world today here in the United States that could be a source of fear and anxiety for us and the world, but we can come back to here and have peace instead. So if you'd like to join me, whether you're watching live or on replay, you can take a big deep breath and come back to right here, right now. Let the other things fall away for a moment. So take a big deep breath. Hold it for just a moment and release. Let's do one more for good measure. One deep breath. All right. We got our beautiful singing bowl. So as we let that love from above come down and fill us up like a singing bowl and flow out to the world, we'll hit it about 3 times. So here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that. She is singing up a storm lately. So we'll put her back over here. And hey, everybody. Hello. So before we get into other things, let's make sure everyone knows that we have a Cancer new moon coming up next week. So we had the pick a card come out. So this will be how to make the best of the new moon wishes. Powerful moon energy, of course, because Cancer is ruled by the moon. So, and then we have what do you need to know or what can you know about your home life? So that is really cool there. And then, of course, we had a new podcast episode that came out that is talking about our superpowers. This one talks about the power of choice, which is kind of the underlining of everything, and then the power to laugh. So that was a fun episode, of course. And then, if you missed last week, we have solstice relationship readings that came out. And so these are for each individual zodiac sign. And within each, there's 3 choices. You can choose from the single and looking, in a relationship or married, or happy hermit. And so there's a message for everyone regarding relationships during that period. So be sure to check those out. And in celebration of all that, I do have my relationship readings that are half off. from June 20th through July 21st. So half hour is 12.50 and an hour is 25. If you want to check those out, that link is there. So just want to make sure you guys know that is there. And of course, we did enter the Cancer Zodiac season. So happy birthday to all you Cancer Sun babies. There's a special pick a card for all of us, but a bonus 3-month reading for all the Cancer signs. So if you have any in your life, make sure to give that to them. And here we go. July is so close. And here's the July monthlies. If you have not checked those out, that's for also each individual zodiac sign. So that is what we have coming down here. All right. So that is enough of all that. And hey, everybody. Cassidy, Sean, hello, hello. Michelle Smith, hello. Hey, I got your Cash App, so thank you for that. And Anjou, Pinky, everybody, hello, hello. Good to see everyone. All right. If you're new to my channel or new to these readings, welcome. We got a great group of people with huge hearts, wonderful senses of humor. And so welcome. How the free readings work, I do go down in order. First come, first serve down the list. So there's no special list. The chat is it. And if you don't want to put your business out there, you can just ask for a general reading and Spirit knows what you're looking for and I'll pull cards for that. What else? And if anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange. I step outside of the free readings and prioritize those, dive deeper, meaning I do pull more cards for those, and then I return back and continue down the free readings. You can make a donation either by using the super chat down below or in the description box of the video. Do you have my Cash App, my PayPal, my Venmo, and something else? Square, I think. Yeah. So all that's down there. And there's no set dollar amount. I honor what anyone gives. I know everyone's finances vary, from day to day, person to person, country to country. So I know you're given from your heart, and that's what is most important. So that's what we do. So, hey, Alphonse. So let us get into it here. And I'm going to continue to use the Light Sears tarot decks. I've got almost two complete decks. There's just missing one card because it was all bent. And so I put these two together into one huge stack. So we'll take half of it here and start with it. And we will start with with Nelia. So I've got two there, and then Michelle, you will be up after that. So thank you. All right, so Nelia, we're going to start with your first one. Thank you for your surprise, shock, happy sticker and for the donation. And so your first one, so I see that's your free one. So this one, any messages from your future job, career, and anything you need to do to prepare for it. All right. So let's take a look here and see what we've got here. Whoa. Do not go to that job. No, I'm just kidding. Let me grab all these. Wow. We just had one card go flying, so we will take that one amongst all these that went flying across the table here. Simmer down now. Simmer down. All right. Let's try that again. The card that came out was the Ten of Pentacles, which is all about abundance and fulfillment and prosperity. So it's a good card to come out there. And let's see, any messages for you here. All right. What else? Wow, these cards are just full of energy for sure. All right. So let's see what we got going on here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we definitely have a lot of flow here. So, and patience, right? I'll show you that here. So you've got the Fool card coming in, which is great. This is a new adventure. Letting all expectations go and it's the beginning of the whole major arcana, the stepping off. And it's like from a child's point of view where there's no restrictions. It's just I'm going to go and enjoy it, and it's going to be an exciting adventure. And there's no rules. That's from like a little kid's point of view. And that's so kind of what they're having you do here with this forward movement. Just it's like focus on the joy and the excitement of this new job. You got the Eight of Wands, which is a lot of energy, a lot of flow. I feel like you're going to get a lot of confirmation in the outside world from spirit as you're going through and entering the job, training, meeting people. It's just going to be like commonalities and synchronicities, and it's just going to be like no way, really. It's just going to be that kind of energy that comes in. We've got the Eight of Cups too, so two eights. Eight is about leaving behind the emotions that don't serve, the relationships that don't serve, and the movement forward. She's walking off to the Nine of Cups, which is dreams come true, right? It's one of the dreams come true cards. So I like that. The reason I said have patience as it will unfold, because you got two temperance cards. So this is all about the going back and forth, and that it fruition, it takes time. Just trust the timing of things. There's nothing that you really have to do besides this Eight of Cups, which is be aware of any emotions that are below the surface, and letting those expectations go. I just feel like that is you know the the main theme that's coming in there. So I like it. It feels very successful. It feels very flowing, very exciting, very confirming. I just have like this joy and excitement. And it just feels like it's a dream job, like a dream come true, where you're when you go into it, it's just like it just feels like everything falls into place in its timing, and just try not to rush, but enjoy the process, enjoy the whole interaction, if that makes sense. So I like that for you. Very, very positive for sure. And then your second one, thank you for that second donation, the super cool sticker. You want any new messages from your future soulmate true love? And is he a family guy? All right, let's take a look here. Wow. Sorry, these are very specific. These go together. Wow, all right. 2222 22222. Okay. You got all these two by two. It's like Noah's Ark. But the first card that came flying out is the star card. So you got the Nine of Cups, which is a dream come true. This is the other dream come true kind of card. So, you've got this wonderful life that's unfolding here for you that and that's the message from them, of course. I'm like a dream come true. You're like, sure. But the bottom of the deck confirms it. Four of Wands, joy, celebration, marriage. So it definitely is them coming in here, and they're just going to be like a dream job, a dream relationship. And let's see why it's so dreamy, because you've got five sets of two cards. Let's see what we have here. Yeah. Let's see. Got the Five of Swords, which is any kind of conflicts. I just feel like, the Ten of Cups is you guys choose joy. And that whenever there's any kind of belief system that's different, you guys talk it out and you focus on love, 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 love with that Ten of Cups. That's like joy overflowing. And so I like that. It's like I'm a communicator. There's like you never go to sleep, you never go to bed angry. We're always going to talk things out, always fall asleep in each other's arms in a place of love. And I like that. And then you have, yeah, the Five of Pentacles. So you got all these fives. So any kind of struggle or worry about abundance and any beliefs around lack, they have the 10 of wands is that we'll work it out. We've got the ability. I like this 10 of wands because wow, you got 510, 510. I guess they're going to be 510 too. but but they've got this we have the ability to get through anything as long as we do it together. It's like our energy is, two fives together. We get to, join um, our energy, and as long as we back each other up and we have each other, then we can get through anything. And that's what I love about this energy that's coming in here. Two fives and two tens. What's here? Right. And then you have the devil card and the full card. So the devil card, it's funny because you've got kind of a low vibration card and then followed by a high vibration. And the devil card is the shaking and the rattling of long held beliefs and struggles and that type of thing. The full card, amazingly enough, is like the cure or the aftermath of devil card energy, which is our shadow, which is that we look at our long held beliefs and we go on this adventure free from restriction and allow things to unfold, kind of like you had with your job card. That full card is the same way, that it's like, yeah, I have the way I think I'm supposed to be, but it's about really being open with each other as well. Yeah. And they have gone through here, the Hanged Man, they've gone through the process of caterpillar to a butterfly. The Emperor, they really do have that Aries energy where they've really taken their life and by the horns, and they've decided what they've wanted outside of what everyone else's opinions are, and they put forward their energy, and they don't worry. They know they're in charge of their lives. And, of course, once the Empress arrives, it'll be joint, but, as far as everyone else, they're like, everyone can have their opinion, but what's important is I decide for me, you decide for you, and we decide together the things that impact us both. And I like this. I like this just positive attitude. It feels very Sagittarius energy to me. Well, and you got the full card again. So the 7 of Cups is the emotional confusion and trying to do this and trying to do that, and, it's, "Oh, it's supposed to be this way, it's supposed to be that way." But the Full card again is the release of this stuff. It's like this fresh air, this fresh start, in life, around things, and it's about togetherness and again, open-minded, open-hearted, because we had the devil card with the full card, and then the 7 of cups with the full card. So both of those are the emotions and the head that can get in the way, but the full card is about being open-minded and, um, like I said, open-minded and open-hearted. So I like that. That's how a good relationship works, is we're in this together, and I want to hear what you have to say and how do you feel, and let's come to an agreement on what we want to do. And I like that. So very nice, Nelia. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings. And thank you for your dual donations there. All right. And then Michelle, thank you for your Cash App. And then Sun and Moon, hey, you'll be up next. All right. So Michelle, I did see, there you are. Boom, boom. All right. So you're hoping on moving soon. So will you get the home that you looked at on Sunday? Your neighbors are very low vibration and until you leave. Oh, okay. All right. Taking the other part of the deck here and let's shuffle these up. All right. So number one, will you get the home that you looked at on Sunday? Okay. And then will your home be safe until you leave? And what else do they want? All right. All right. Well, to get the home on Sunday, you do have the possibilities here. You've got both the Magician and the Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords is movement. And also the magician is whatever we focus our energy on. Let's see if we can get it to be a little brighter there. But it's there's positive energy between both of these, because it's magician is like the divine masculine action, not the divine feminine waiting. And so your energy, if you start saying, okay, is this the house you want, then you can have this gratitude and go, all right, creator, this is the house I do want. So thank you for, if it is for my highest experience, thank you for bringing it to me, in the most effective way for me, right? You just start having gratitude for it, and asking for it, if that's what you're wanting, if that's the one. The Knight of Swords is, you know the quest for seeing things from a higher perspective, and you can look into that and see, is this what you want? And then definitely the Two of Wands on the bottom, it talks about whatever you focus your energy on is what grows and expands. And start to make plans, start to, um like, okay, this is what I will need to do, and you put action behind it. Then that's the energy, right? We put our thoughts behind it, we put our emotion behind it, we put our energy and gratitude behind it, and then we start, getting all the stuff ready, right? Sorting, getting the stuff ready for moving. And then that action is what puts things, you know forward with all of that. So I like this because it is like you get to put your energy forward, and if it's what you're wanting, then boom, 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 then it will move forward. So I like that. And then, is your home going to be safe until you leave? I like that. I love this representation of a little protective bubble around there with the Seven of Wands, right? And with the Seven of Wands, and you also have here the Page of Wands. This is all about your energy, right? And the Six of Swords, kind of like the Knight of Swords, in that it's movement of thought and belief and mindset from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking, from choppy waters to calmer waters. So if you focus on safety and gratitude for safety, and just saying, I'm so grateful that I'm safe and everything is good, and then that's what grows, and that's what we enable the creator to do for us. But if I'm focusing on fear, then I'm asking the creator for fear based things, right? If I'm afraid that my neighbors, like my neighbors are lower vibrational, we're telling the universe, I love lower vibrational neighbors. But if I start focusing on what I'm grateful for in safety, what am I grateful for in my neighbors, right? Um, it's like, I'm grateful that they're not, playing loud music all through the night. I'm grateful for, even if it's things like, there's things that could be worse. We start having gratitude, and that changes the energy. That creates a pocket that the universe and creator and spirit can work with. But we're the ones that control the energy of our environment, and we're the ones that either push away positive, higher vibrational, or invite lower vibrational in. So being aware of that, there's definitely all of this wonderfulness that's coming in here. So I like that. Yeah. The Four of Swords, peace of mind. So overall, they're saying have peace of mind. Three of Pentacles, be true to the authentic you. Don't feel like you have to, choose somewhere that other people would like, and blah, blah, blah. This is all about choosing what you're wanting and what you're moving to, not running from. And I like this, all this energy that comes in here. So I like it. It's very positive. And all you have to do is just move the energy to gratitude. So I like that. That's easy to do, right? We just grab a journal and start writing it and seeing it in our mind's eye, feeling it. What would that feel like, in a positive way? And put that energy, just reach out with your heart to the creator and with gratitude, and then start doing physical things in the physical world, just thankful, thankful, thankful. Even build a little tiny altar, to as gratitude and thanks, to the creator, even if it's a grape or some flowers or whatever, just saying, I'm so grateful for, everything that you're bringing. Um, and it changes the energy. It really does. So I like all those for you, Michelle, and that is what they have for you. So many blessings. I don't think, let me just double check here. No, that was someone else. All right. All right. So many blessings. Thank you again for the donation. And I'm excited for this new home. It's like but it's have that energy of I'm moving towards something, not that I'm trying to escape, because that's lower vibrational, right? It's thank you for the experiences I've learned here, and I'm ready to move forward into something new. And thank you for opening the doors. It's like, all right, here we go. All right. So many blessings. And then Sun and Moon, thank you for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like. And you're secretly attracted to LC. Wink, wink. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Sun and Moon. All right. Hey, Gia. Free readings are first come, first serve. I'm going through the donations first, and then there's a long line ahead of you. So if you want a free reading, I'll get to you eventually. So you just have to be patient. All right. So Sun and Moon, secretly attracted to LC here. What does Spirit want you to know? All right. So let's see what we have here. Bottom of the deck, the energy, you have a couple kings here. And you've got the first one was the King of Swords, which they're the master of thinking and the mindset, and the King of Pentacles, pretty wise too. So there's this smartness and wiseness that comes in here, which I like that kind of energy with this LS coming in here. So I just feel like they're big thinkers. They're very grounded, so they're not like, whoa, way off. It's like, but they really are, you're right. They really are, very methodical is what I want to say. It's just like, so I like that. Let's see what we have coming in here. Yeah. So, and then you have the Queen of Swords. So here's one divine counterpart. So you're a balance between your head and your heart. And that's a good match so that you can keep up with them in their methodical thinking and intelligence side. And the Wheel of Fortune shows here that, it's a positive thing with the Wheel of Fortune, because there's, it says everything that unfolds is for us. And sometimes our human is like, how is that for me? But the tune of for me, the fortune is a positive card, positive thing, because even our human is on board with how things unfold. So I like this. So I feel like there is this definitely mental stimulation that happens here. Yeah. So, yeah, I like this, that you guys can have these conversations, because, it's important to be able to communicate and talk and meet each other on those same, places. And then you got the Magician card and the Six of Swords coming in, and I had shuffled all these together and put them together, so these had just come out, but they came out separate. Which is good because the Magician card is this passion, so there is attraction there. The Six of Swords, there is this moving beyond some thinking, being open-minded, letting some of the old ways of thinking go. Being open-minded is what helps move things together too. So it's about meeting. It's important to meet with an open mind is really what it's coming down to be, because um if you disagree with something, it's how we disagree that's important. It's like, you're wrong, well, that's not going to help, right? But it's like, That's interesting. Tell me more about where you're coming from on that, because I haven't thought about it from that direction. And then, so it's really like great communication that comes in here. And the methodicalness I do see here with the Knight of Pentacles. I kind of sense that they're a slow mover. They like to be, very particular. They have their certain ways. And I think that's a little bit to do with that Six of Swords, is to be open-minded with their, you know, process, if that makes sense. And you got the Four of Wands as well, which is joy, celebration. It is kind of it's considered a marriage card too. So, there is this overlying, um, definitely a process to, I feel like, I don't know if they've been married before or engaged, but I feel like it kind of ended a little bit because they have the death and the rebirth and the Five of Pentacles that comes in there, which is like this abandonment feel, this sudden ending that happened. So they either were going to get engaged and the person left, or they passed away, or something happened where they definitely want to take their time. It's not their first rodeo. I feel like they've moved beyond there, but I do feel like there's this attraction with the Magician card. I feel like that's there. The Wheel of Fortune just overall says it's going to unfold, and your human's going to be unhappy with how things unfold. But I feel like where you guys meet is on the stage of the swords. Yeah. So we've got this, um, conversations is how it begins, and interesting conversations. And I just feel like they're like not wanting to rush into anything again. So they must have been really burned by their last one. Because it looks like they're really looking at trying to balance their outside world with the Two of Pentacles. But it feels like there is this draw with the Magician card. But the divine counterparts of the King and Queen show that great compatibility between the two of you. So just continue conversations, and even if you want to, hey, you want to go have some coffee talk, just chat about life, you know, um, or whatever you feel like doing. Don't feel like you need to wait. You can also, initiate some conversations. But conversations, it's not a date. It's like, hey, you want to go hang out and have some coffee and blah 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 blah. That's what I feel with that. So um very guarded emotionally with all of those cards. Like I said, very methodical. That King of Pentacles is what kind of told me it's not their first rodeo. They have a lot of wisdom gleaned through the hard way. So that's why they're kind of taking their good old time with that. All right. So that is what they have right now for you. Just enjoy the process, the journey, but just that Knight of Pentacles, just be patient with the process because they do have one. All right. So that's what they have for you, Sun and Moon. Thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. Then we have here Love 1234. Hello, hello. Good to see you. I am well. Thank you for your donation via the PayPal. And then Lady A, you will be up next. You're very welcome, Sun and Moon. All right. Let's scroll down here. All right. Oh, Pew is back, huh? Cha-pew, pa-pew. Too funny. All right, let's see what we got going on here. So you have two questions. Number one, we'll take a look here and see their energy and feelings towards you. All right. What's their energy? And this one right here. Buried feelings. There was like this cards that were in there. It's hard to get to, which makes sense. All right. And then that one's a little more easier seen. All right. Yeah, see, we have that buried emotion underneath there with the Queen of Cups. So, she rolls over the emotion. She's kind of like the high priestess, and then the 10 of Pentacles too. So there's emotion and there's that, you know, belief and thinking of partnerships and things. They're just really, you know, um deciding things in their life. They got the Emperor and the Ace of Swords. Let me get it to focus a little better. But all these on the bottom of the deck are they're really trying to figure out what does a full life mean, and kind of it's like they're still in this trying to figure everything out, trying to go to question these long held beliefs and trying to please everybody a lot there. But let's take a look here. Oh my gosh. So, thoughts and feelings about you. I mean, I've got two of these decks, and to have these two cards come out together, which is dreams come true, wishing upon a star, that there's this like you meet a lot of the checklist of the things that they had believed before. And so it's like, check with those. Let's see what else they have here though. Yeah, and you got the 5 of Wands. So there's a lot of conflicting energy that's there with the 5 of Wands, a lot of lower vibrational fear energy. But the 6 of Cups, there's this past life energy that's bubbling below the surface. So I don't know what you did to him in a past life. I'm just kidding. But there's this energy that's left over that's bubbling up, right? I mean, there's several different lifetimes, it feels like. And that's where some of this energy, like they don't understand it. They don't understand why they feel this connection. And I feel like it kind of scared them in a way because it's so different from what they had felt with anyone before. And it's like, all right, let's see what else we have here. Yeah, this chariot coming in here. So we've got this Cancer sign energy here, and we've got this oh, that's why the dreaming coming true. It's you were dreaming about him. Oh, that makes sense. But the chariot is this power of choice, and again, you even got the 4 of Wands, which is joy and celebration and gatherings, and this kind of energy of it's a marriage card too. But I just feel like there's this choices that are coming in here, and they don't know what they want with all of this stuff coming in. And for you though, I mean, because we were asking about them, when you're saying that you were dreaming, then that changes the cards to be something different for you, because this is about then you, the Queen of Cups, the deep emotions, the bubbling up, your subconscious is communicating with you, trying to have you decide what it is you want. What is your dream come true? And that with all these cards suddenly move from what they're going through, and them being this mirror for you, that you're trying to figure out what's happening, below the surface. And with the Queen of Cups and the 6 of Cups, this energy, and the chariot, of course, is Cancer, and we're in Cancer season. There's a lot of this being activated with the moon energy and the influence of Cancer zodiac sun energy. That's having you really wonder what is love going to look like? What do I want from a relationship? Who do I want? What do I want? And so you've got a lot of this. Now they represent kind of a token of love, because I feel like they feel safe compared to some of the others, oddly enough. And so safe to appear in your dream to help you process and understand what it is that you're wanting, right? So it's trying to figure that out is why they're appearing in your dream. But I don't feel like they know what they want and they're trying to figure out their life. And I feel like that's the energy that you have as well. Them being the mirror is your, so it totally makes sense of like dreaming, dreaming, dreaming. What is it? What is it? And your subconscious and your spirit team, that when you're asleep, they use the dream time to have you process things. So that's not specifically about them. That's just they're the token representation of a love for your life. That's there. So hopefully that makes sense. um, I don't feel like reconnecting. I don't feel like that's what this meant. Let's see. Let me just pull a quick card. Is there a reconnection in your future? That's separate from the dream. No, I don't feel so. The Five of Cups is this. They're kind of stuck in their lower vibrational sad Z energy, like they have been. I don't feel like they escape much from that very often. They like their drama. So I don't feel like that you guys will have a reconnection on that. And then your second question, do they have feelings or a crush on you? All right, let's take a look here. Okay, maybe so. Oh my gosh. Yeah. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Lover's card. So there, I feel like there is a crush on there. Obviously, it's pretty clear, right? But I feel like they do have this. They would have to have this need, and you would have to have this need with the Ten of Swords, letting go a lot of expectations and supposed tos and shoulds, because the World card is the ending of old cycles, the beginning of new adventures that would come in. And again, I feel like there's this past life connection with this Six of Cups. So you're drawing in a lot of old relationships, relationship energies that are coming in here. Um, but you do have this kind of little reminder from spirit. The Nine of Pentacles, the nine is like the hermit's journey. The pentacles, it's like being alone from the outside world, and the Hanged Man is all about pausing, cocoon time, transformation and transition time. So they're like, yeah, they have a crush on you, but your kind of design in your life right now is to be separate and single and focusing on that dream come true with your double dreaming uh, cards that came in there with the star card, the star card, the star card. Yeah. So there's this, you probably feel a draw towards them because of that past life energy that's there, which can be lovers, can be enemies, frenemies, besties, whatever it could be. But you'll feel the emotions that'll bubble up within you because you'll be like, you just will either feel very comfortable right off the bat with them, which means you had really close relationships, or you might feel like you want to kill them, and then that's you know the that we've been opposing forces in past life or both. So that is what they have for you there, love 1234. So thank you again for your donation. I really appreciate that. Enjoy your journey. All right. Thanks for your sense of humor. All right. So many blessings. And then Lady A, you are up next. And so thank you so much for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like there. And a question in the comment section. There we are. All right. You're very welcome. All right. So will accepting your ex kid's father coming to our kid's graduation, with his current girlfriend make our relationship better than what it is now? Okay. Will he appreciate it? Oh, good luck on that. I'm just kidding. Let's take a look here. so, so one, will he appreciate it? We'll just ask that right off the bat. And then, how will it impact the relationship that you two have? All right. All right. So, will he appreciate it? With the justice card, this kind of feels like, well, this is just. This is right. This is the right thing to do. I don't know if he'll appreciate it as much as feel like, well, this is what's expected. This is the right thing to do. This is what everyone should do. His little, mind of expectations, right? So it's like expectations fulfilled. I don't feel like appreciation so much there as, it's kind of um not an empty appreciation, but kind of a low appreciation. Like it's like if your kids took out the trash and you expect them to, like, Mom, I took out the trash, and you're like, I appreciate that. When you're like, that's what you're supposed to do. But thank you. I appreciate that. That's the kind of appreciation that I feel is coming through on that. But let's see what will happen here you know, with your relationship. Will it change it here? All right, let's take a look here. I feel like it's over time that it can, and I just feel like it's like an olive branch kind of feel to it, because I feel like this is the two of you. You're the high priestess connecting emotionally, deeply, upwardly, and then they're all in their head with the King of Swords. Like they're an air sign and you're a water sign. It's like air and water. It's like a heart and a mind, and I feel like there was so much. It's like a fish, a bird expecting a fish to fly. So come fly, be where I'm at. And the fish is like, well, why don't you come down into the water and swim underwater? It's like you're from two different worlds. It almost feels like, where it was like, opposites attracted until it repelled in a way. And I feel over time that it will help. We've got, again, the we got the 9 of cups, which is like joy, and it does bring joy later. I just feel like it'll take a little bit of time, because there's some deceitful thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, and there's this controlling, fiery Aries energy that's here too. That it's just like, take I feel like it takes time to build trust, and to, you know, over time that it kind of unfolds there. And the reason why I feel like it takes a little bit of time is, yeah, and you even got the Empress energy. So you got the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So there's like this slow moving, um, the Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight. So things progress slowly. And I feel like there's this, you know, this is the two divine feminine energies that are going along. And I feel like there's just, they both have their eyes closed. If we, like, accept the girlfriend as like, who they are, yeah, then I feel like things do progress, and it just takes time, for things to be, rebirthing. But it takes the consistency is the word I was looking for, because you even have like the moon cycles with the 8 of Pentacles. It's putting in the blood, the sweat, the tears, and it's going, all right, that's the past, and I learned what I wanted, and I, you know, when we look at our lives and our relationships, our past relationships, and realized I asked for this interaction, they didn't do it to me, this happened for me, then I stopped, like, having the resentment and the bitterness towards exes who cheated and went outside the relationship and stuff. And when I realized, through my shadow work that I'm like, okay, I wanted them to show me how I felt about myself. And this is how they showed me. I had that low respect for myself, and they showed me that. They mirrored it for me till I saw it. And then I'm like, oh, and then so it allowed me to release them from, those things. It's like forgiveness, right? It's like one of the best ways I've heard it explained is when we choose to no longer be a vessel of pain because of someone else's actions or non-actions, words or silence, that I pour out the wrath and release them from the wrath, not forgetting what happened and everything, but I release the emotion. I release the wrath, and then I can become, instead of a vessel of pain, I become a vessel of love. And then that changes things, right? Because your relationship with them doesn't change until your relationship with yourself and inside here changes. Otherwise, it's still going to be the evil one in a way. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's coming in there right now for you, Lady A. So hopefully that helps. And thank you again for your donation and many blessings. I like it. I think it's a good thing. Yeah. You want to be the loving person, which is what bigger is, right? I want to be a loving person. I don't want to be a fearing person anymore. I want to be a loving person because it's low vibrational fear or high vibrational love. And it's like, I'm tired of being, we come down here to experience it. So there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm tired of feeling that. I want to feel that. And I'm going to do that. And then your energy changes things. So I like that. All right. So that is what they have for you, my dear. Enjoy. All right. And then all right. And then Alphonse Foussier, thank you so much for your donation via the PayPal. You are very welcome. All right. So, Alphonse, I think I saw you appear. There you are. Will Jennifer and you reconcile as a romantic couple? All right. Let's take a look here. I'm just going to take a sip of my coffee here. My mushroom coffee. Trying something new. It ain't so bad. It's supposed to be really good for you, too. So let's take a look here, Alphonse. So will you guys reconcile? Jennifer. All right. So, we got the bottom of the deck. We've got the two of wands. So the overall energy has to do about power of energy and what we focus on, right? So we'll take a look here. You got two cards, then one card, then three cards. So it feels like there's some, like, the progression is out of sequence, and it would be like we jumped ahead fast, and that might have put a little bit of um I don't want to say scare, but it just feels like they were a bit um I don't know, ruffled, like, oh no, what, this is going too fast, kind of inside. It's kind of what I feel like with this. Let's see what the cards are here. Yeah, we've got the peace of mind and the ace of swords coming in here. It's about seeing things from a different perspective and looking past expectations. So, one of the big things with I feel like that jumped so much here is that there's a lot of belief around what someone is supposed to be, what I'm supposed to be, what a relationship is supposed to be. And, there's a lot of, expectations equal disappointment, right? And if we feel like, if someone feels like they're being caged, it's like a cat trying to put a cat into a cat carrier. All four legs, on the doors, you can't get them in there, right? And that's what they're showing me is with this with all the swords is that that could be like the source of their what triggered them is they don't want to be controlled, they don't want to be told what to do, and they might have like these fears of disappointing, and they might have had some controlling people in their life in the past, and not that you're controlling, but it reminds them of that, right? And so there's these ripples that come in that scare them because they're like, I don't want to be controlled like that again, and this feels like that. Yeah, 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 right. Oh. So that's the leaping out of sequence, right? We jumped from 1 instead of 1, 2, 3, we jumped to 2, and then, "Okay, let's go back to 1, and then we'll jump to 3," and they're just like, "Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa." Alright, well, let's take a look here. We do have the 6 of swords, which is leaving behind some, expectations, allowing moving from choppy waters to calmer waters. So I feel like there's a little bit of time of slowing down here and um, you know, when the pushing for a relationship. I mean, depending on how much you pushed for it, I feel like if you can work on your expectations and a lot relax those and just go, you know what? Um, Maybe before you do anything, look at why do you want to rush into a relationship? I'll tell you why I used to rush into relationships because I didn't trust people. I wanted to be in a relationship, so I was so embedded in their life I could find out if they were cheating on me or not, or if they were having other interests. And so I wanted to be moved in. I would move in fast, and I wanted to be, like, just in their life because that had to do with me and my insecurities. And then when I'm like, because I thought, someone's gonna steal him away from me, because my belief about myself at the time was that I wasn't worth being faithful to, and that surely, you know, um, they're gonna find someone better than me, and I'm afraid of that. Now I have more of a and I'm not in any relationships, probably because I'm like, if they can't see what an amazing catch I am, go find someone else. But I feel like there is this, give some time to balance here. Yeah, because you have the 2 of Wands again coming up, so you have the 2 of Wands twice, which is about, where to focus your energy, and, you have the Queen of Swords, which is balancing the head and the heart, and then the Strength card, which is, finding your inner strength. So, I feel like if you can look at your fears and understand them, and, if you're kind of this bravery a little bit too, is, if we're like, um, if we understood that, like if I understood that and then I understand why I was pushing someone and rushing to try to get it in the relationship and it scared them, then, I could say, "Hey, can we talk?" And no pressure. I just want to kind of apologize for trying to rush, and it gave me time to really think, and so thank you for not allowing me to jump into it because it made me look at things like my third ex. What was good is they would not allow us to move in together. Like number one, number two, I moved very fast. Number three, this they were like, no, we have to date for a year before we move in, and I'm like, and so it was during that I was accusing them, and I'd go over and I'd see 2 glasses in the sink, and I'm like, "Who is here?" And they're like, "Nobody. I had a 1 in the morning with juice, and that's what I had some water." And then they told me, "You better go get some counseling because if you don't get over these insecurities, we're not gonna make it." And, so, there is this, it was great because it spawned me to go in and get some good counseling to get to the root of things and where my mistrust was, and it really helped a lot. Let's see here. So she broke up with you earlier this month. You did text last weekend. She's going to be gone for work for 2 weeks. Okay. To Palm Springs in August for lunch. She likes the hot weather. Oh, okay. Hey. So, I feel like, if you can over these couple weeks and stuff, was like, all right, let me look at where my insecurities lie or where my fear lies in wanting to rush into a relationship and instead and then just be honest. And I feel like they're mature enough where they'll do it, but they're like, whoa, 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 you know and it kind of I feel like it felt controlling to her. And so she's like, I didn't want to get into that, someone pushing. I want someone to respect me. I want someone to be vulnerable. I want someone to be real. And I feel like that's an important thing to do. So like spend some time looking at why do I want to rush? And then, you know, thank her for not, because I thanked my third ex to go. I told him, thanks for because otherwise I'd have kept repeating my pattern if they didn't go, whoa, no, you're not moving in, until we've dated for at least a year. And I'm like, okay, wow. That made me face my mistrust issues. So but I like that for you. It seems like it, definitely could there, but I feel like with that 2 of Wands, depends on what energy you do invest in the situation and that vulnerability, you know what I'm saying? So that's what they have for you, Alphonse. Thank you again for your donation, and, it feels hopeful. Alrighty, and I think that is it for my donations right now. Let's see. Did all those, and we did those, yeah. All right. So we're going to scroll to the top and we'll start with the free readings. And I'm just going to shuffle this deck. This is part of the deck here. This will be for all free readings. And if anyone wants theirs prioritized or to dive in deeper, I'll pull like 2 cards for each of the free readings. And if you want more than that, then a donation, I'll dive extra deep into there too, as you've seen. All right. So, Ateshi Singh, you are up. When will you get the second chance? All right. When, oh, when. All right. So, it's like here with the King of Wands and the Three of Swords. It's when you are able to, it's like put this energy into facing these fears, because the Three of Swords are like expectations equal disappointment, or the fear of heartache. It's all these rules. And, the second chance will come when you put the energy into releasing yourself and everyone else from expectations. Because when we have the want, like, I want a second chance, I want a second chance, then our energy tells the universe, I really enjoy wanting a second chance, but not getting one. Because if we got a second chance, then we don't have the wanting anymore. But if our energy is focused on what I'm missing, what I'm wanting, what our energy does is it repels it away from us. So once I start focusing on gratitude for the things that are in my life, it's basically raising our love vibration to that of love and joy and, like I said, laughter and gratitude, being thankful for what you did enjoy about the first chance. I'm grateful that I had an opportunity for that first one. I would like a second one. You can ask once, right? I would like a second one. And then I'm grateful that you're going to bring that second chance to me if it's for my highest experience. And you start thinking and having gratitude, picturing it in your mind that I can see it happening, can feel it happening. What would it feel like getting a second chance? And the energy you're putting forward of gratitude, right? and even journaling, getting that physical energy out into the world, and you know, by physical action, like I said, writing out what you're grateful for, speaking it out, whatever you can do to bring that energy into the physical world as well. So it's all about understanding, not having an expectation with disappointment and attachment to outcome, and that's what pushes it away from us. But when we release it to the creator, going, I would like a second chance. So if it is for my highest experience, thank you for bringing it to me. Thank you for the first chance. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. Then our energy tells the universe we like being grateful for things, especially, the chances that we get at things, then they'll bring another chance if it's in our highest, and the other, and whatever, if it's with a person or a company or whatever, if it's a win-win, they're not going to force anyone else, of course. But so that's what I feel, and it's all dependent upon your energy, how fast it would come in with that. All right. So that is what they have for you. And then Nelia, your free reading, you want to know any messages from your guardian angels and what you need to know. All right. Yeah, you've had this Seven of Pentacles. It feels like something's been like taking forever to flow and grow. And the Nine of Wands is like the gate that won't open, that you kind of been hitting your head up against a wall. And if both of these together just are like, um, it's been taking a long time, and it's like they usually have with the Nine of Wands, some with a bandage on their head because they've been hitting their head up against the wall over and over and over again. And I feel like, we have these times that happen for our energy, for us to realize what of our energy is creating these walls, and what of our, even our inner child that is keeping things away from us, and when we have this slowness, it gives us time to reflect and go, okay, I'll really look at those things. And I probably have shared it before, but just for the sake of everyone, there's a two episodes of my Take 10 with Zen, which is all about the um, our energy, and then also our Six of Pentacles, which is our out of balance, giving and receiving. And these two cards coming together feel with that, because the Six of Pentacles comes before the Seven, of course. And then the Nine of Wands is that energy barrier that we feel we've been hitting up against something. And so if that resonates, where you feel like, yeah, something's like, no matter what I do, I can't get past this thing or have this thing come to me, it's because there's a force field set up by your inner child going, no, we don't deserve that yet. So it keeps it away at arm's length. And I feel like it's important to look into that, and just kind of go, where's this belief and how can I, release that? Those two videos, they're 10 minutes or less each, but they do talk about how we can do that. So that's what we have there for you, Nelia. So thank you again for your other donations, and many blessings to you. And then Dollface Diva, you wanted messages from Spirit. All right, here's the other Nine of Wands coming in. So you do have this period of kind of hermiting going on with two nines. Nine is the hermit's number in the major arcana. Nine of Swords is looking at thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, nightmare, insomnia. Nine of Wands, feeling like you're hitting your head up against the wall, just like we had there for Nelia. But and so if those two videos I just posted, those can help, but I just feel like it is a time to understand that what's the creating these blocks are these small t truths that are rooted in fear of not deservedness. And if it's not conscious of it, like, no, I really want to go here and to do this, then there's some underlying subconscious barriers, these beliefs that are limiting, that are keeping you from moving forward. And when we go look at it and go, why? So interesting. So they want me to talk about, just real quick here. Let's see, do I have a piece of paper? Well, I can probably do it on a little sticky note without dropping everything. Maybe. Oh, no, maybe not. Okay. So what we do to access our subconscious. So you do like a little sheet like this. You do, there you go, where you do have 4 squares. And you break it out where you put why, like, I want, this, whatever this block is, I want this because, and you write out why you want it, and then you fear, over here you fear receiving it, and then down here you write, oh sorry, it helps if you can see, right? So you just kind of, with each of the squares, like what I want, that I want something, and why I want it, and then why I don't want it, and then um, why you fear having it, and then why you fear. Let's see. It's here. Let me just. I'm confusing myself here because we have you write like why you want something. Let me just pull something up real quick here. I just want to make sure I'm saying it right. Now that they're having me say it, so take me 2 seconds here. Sorry. It's very powerful, though. Oh, here it is, right to it. So, yeah. So the first box up here is um, why I desire something. So in this example, like I desire to be accepted because it makes my life feel more full, because I feel more safe, right? So I desire, and then I fear receiving that thing. So I fear being accepted because I believe they are really accepting me. I don't believe they're really accepting me. I don't trust their acceptance. We do that. So what I desire, and then what I fear about getting that desire, and then the opposite. So down here is I desire to be rejected. So if it's like you're wanting something, I desire not to have that. Why is that true? And then I fear not receiving that. Two of them will feel like you know like they're the same because there's some significant things, but like when I it's like I want this job because, and I fear getting this job because, right? It's like, oh, and then the bottom is I don't want that job. Why don't I want that job? And I fear not getting that job. You know how some of them are similar energies, but some of them are like, why would I not want a job, that job? Oh, because, it's like I don't want to be successful. Why would I not be successful? And it's like, oh, so there's some subconscious things that will come in with all that. Hopefully I made sense with all that there, Dolphy Steve. If not, email me and I'll send you a little a little page that shows you a little more detail. But I feel like it's important for you to get into the subconscious reason that are below the surface. There's two of those boxes we're conscious of. Like, yeah, I know why I want it. I know why I fear that that I won't get it. But there's but why do I not want to get it, and why do I fear getting it? Those are some subconscious things that come up, if that makes sense. All right, so that's what they have for you. My email address is in the description box. If you're like, but Zen, what the heck were you talking about? The 4 squares. All right. So many blessings to you. All right. So we did those. All right. And then Lucky, you are up next for the next free reading coming in here. And so, a free question: when will Nicholas reach out to you again? You haven't heard directly from him, but from his coworkers, they just inform general information. Okay. Well, I feel like they're kind of, um, it's like they're kind of torn in between here. They're undecided about communicating. They're trying to figure some stuff out, but I feel like you're going to bump into each other with this 4 of Wands at some sort of gathering. Um, Not planned. I feel like it's unplanned. Like they're unsure of like, what am I doing and what do I want? And I just feel like they're kind of torn between things going on in their life. and but you bump into him at some sort of gathering or celebration, and then you guys are able to talk there, is what I feel comes up with that. So, it's not that you're planning on it, it's unplanned, but just I feel like it's, so if you're going to some celebration, just keep an eye out and go, "Well, there they are," kind of thing coming in here. So that's what I have, there for you, Lucky. So many blessings to you. All right. And then musical beer. Want to know, what does R think of you, coworkers, non-romantic relationship? All right. Wow, they definitely see you as someone bright and sunshiny here. You got the sun card, which is like a ray of sunshine. And the Six of Wands is like someone who stands out and stands up, very victorious. Um, so it's very positive energies that come in here. There might be a little bit that you stand out, and there might be a little bit of, I don't know, not necessarily jealousy, but just like, just a little bit of jealousy of that you get recognized, you stand out above others, and but I feel like overall they're just like, you're such a brightness. They know you deserve it, and they're jealous of it. They're not like thinking you don't deserve it, because that celebration with the Six of Wands, they really feel like you do, but they're also like, but I never got that, you know? And it's like, but they realize I'm also not a ray of sunshine. So, I feel like there's, very much about you being in the spotlight and them not, kind of energies that come in there with that, with both of those cards. The actual spotlights and then the sun shining, but I feel like you are the sun, and that you shine bright in what you do at, with work. And, if you're wondering if they're attracted to you with that Six of Wands, I feel like there's some mutual attraction that could be there. But again, I feel like they're more caught up in the that they're not getting recognizing, and they're not standing out like you do, if that makes sense. So that's what's coming in there for you, musical beer. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Minahil, you are up. So what is coming for you in the month of July? All right. And don't forget to check out your July monthly if you haven't checked that out yet. And there's also a little cheat sheet in the beginning, where if you're looking for a specific area of your life, you can look at that planet. And if you know in your birth chart where that planet is, what zodiac sign, you can go watch that one and get an in-depth about that part of your life too. So I like that. All right. Hey, actually, I'm doing it right now, Minahil. You came in right at the perfect time. Yeah, and so for July, you also have this, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles. So it feels very abundant here. You have this new opportunities, this new way of looking at your worth. And the Wheel of Fortune is the tune of for you. And there's this that even your human is going to be happy with how everything is, unfolding and coming in there. So I do like this, very positive energies. You might even have some fate, the fate's wheel turning, where there's some endings but that bring these great beginnings. So if there's something that comes to an end, just know that there's going to be a great beginning that comes from it too. So I like this. It feels very positive, very abundant, especially in the outside world type of stuff that comes in with all that. So I like that. Oh, you already did. Well, good. Thank you so much for looking at that. And then, like I said, if you're curious at looking at a particular area of your life, you can look at that too. But it feels very positive, very abundant, very full. Your human is very, very happy there. So that is what is coming in there for you, Minahil. So many blessings. What a great month, July. Woohoo! All right. And then Lynx Lee, you're the next one up. And again, July for you. Make sure to check out the July monthlies, as I was just talking about here. Oh my gosh. See, so it's not the same card. Here is Minahil's. but you also got the Wheel of Fortune. So July seems to be an abundant month for some people here. And the Knight of Wands feels like it flies by in this abundance, this new beginnings, and um, this the wheel turning in your life seems like it happens fast and it comes in quickly for you too. So it's not just abundant, it just like comes out of nowhere fast, fast, fast. And I feel like July is a month that just flies by for you, but it's because there's so many great things that are unfolding where your humans like, yeehaw, finally, I'm excited. Not even finally, because that's lower vibrational, but you're like, I'm so grateful. And the more grateful you are, the bigger the outcome that comes in with it all too. So I like that for you, Linksley. That's what they have for you right now for July. But be sure to check out your July monthlies too. You're welcome, Minihil. All right. And then Pinky Tawari, you're up next. So anything you need to know from the divine. All right. Yeah, you got the strength card, which is your human side connecting with your higher self, finding your inner strength. And the Page of Cups is also the introduction to finding this self-love. And I feel like they're just telling you that what's so important for your life is turning inward and upward and finding that unconditional love, that connection to your higher self, because we can't give or receive love to others more than to the extent we love ourselves. And the outside world is a fickle, unstable retail price, not self-worth. Self-worth comes inward and upward. And defining yourself by that gives you this strength, gives you this stability in your life to where you see the outside world in a different way. So it's like they're saying turning inward and upward with that strength card and inward and upward with your heart to be filled with that unconditional eternal love from your higher self, and that let that be the foundation of your worth, and that changes just how you see the world and how you look at things. So I feel like that's what they're wanting your focus to be with those two cards coming in, right? So that's what they have for you, Pinky. Many blessings. And then Shiv Shakti, you are up. Anything about your future spouse? All right. So let's gather some more here. All right. They've really gone through this, the death and the rebirth and the Seven of Wands. They really faced like losing a lot of people in their life because of their choosing to not be who everyone else wanted them to be. The Seven of Wands is about being kind of like not the sun, not asking permission to shine, the not dimming their light for anyone. And this death and this rebirth is kind of like a phoenix that burnt up and they rose from the ashes. And I do feel like they were like, I got to be me and I'm going to do what I want to do. And it was like they kind of went against the grain of family and friends, and so they kind of ostracized them, whether they decided not to believe the religion that they were, or be in the family business like everyone else was doing, or following all the traditions and stuff. And they're just like, no, 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 I don't want this or that, or like I'm gonna be me. And they were like, oh my gosh. But they're strong for it now, and they obviously thrived through it, and they stand firmly on their own. But what I love about that is they also understand, because of the pressure they were under, they understand that they don't want to put anyone else under that pressure, which is great, right? So they allow you to be who you are and accept you as you are too. So I like that for you. So that's what's coming in for you, Shiv. So many blessings to you. Make sure I'm not missing someone here. All right, so Aju 777, you are up next. And future self-guidance. All right, yeah. Well, here is your future self, your Hierophant, your higher self, future self. It's like they're coming back through a time machine to come down and have a chat with you. But the Three of Pentacles is about being true to your authentic self. And there's so much about, not fearing punishment for fitting in and doing what everyone else wants you to do, and or fear of losing someone's support because you're not doing what they want you to do, and about staying really true to purpose, really true to you on the direction you want to go, where you want to live, what you want to do with your life, because it's in being true to your authentic self is where you guys meet. Um, for your relationship. And this is what they're telling you is like, if you are true to yourself and go live your passion, then you will find someone. But if you're holding back and finding someone romantically your passion, that's what pushes it away. It's like you being true to you is what you bump into doing something you love, and that's how you guys come together. So it's so important for you to be true to you, because that's what makes you stand out. That's what makes you stand apart, for love. And so your future self is going, do this. It'll go so much smoother for you. I like it. All right, so that's what they have for you, Anjou. So many blessings to you. All right, and then we did that one already. Right, and hey, Cassidy. All right, and Sean G. Absolutely, you're welcome for your last reading and guidance for your finances. All right, all right. So we've got the King of Pentacles. That's a great card to get when we're talking about finances. They're the King of Finances. And the Ten of Wands, which is a burden and energy and being aware of energy. So when we focus on, uh, gratitude for what we do have coming in, that grows, right? That feeds it, that makes it expand. When I focus on lack, it makes everything shrink. And so if I'm fearing and I have fears of not having enough, of finances being unstable, all those kind of things, well, what happens is it shrinks, it shrinks, it shrinks. We invite that lower vibrational energy around our finances. So the 10 of wands is if we can really make a conscious change of how we're investing our energy, especially towards finances. It makes all the difference in the world. Even if you like on your cell phone, every waking hour that you're awake, you have a silent vibrating alarm that is like gratitude. You focus on what you're grateful for. If you're wanting to grow finances, you start focusing on the finances you're grateful for. And then that allows all that energy to grow and expand. And because you're telling the universe, I enjoy being grateful for my finances. They're like, oh, well, let me give you more. If I'm focusing on lack of finances, I'm telling the universe, I really enjoy lacking in finances. Oh, well, let's take some more away. It's like, no, that's not what we want. But that's what our energy focuses and drives. So when you get the 10 of wands with the King of Pentacles, you have such a great opportunity to explode and expand your finances, but it's about where you're focusing your energy. And because we're the ones that create the space for the universe to be able to bring in one or the other, but we're the ones that are telling them what to bring in. So I like that kind of guidance there, because you do have this great King of Pentacles is a great card around finances. So that's what they have. All right. So that's what they got for you, Sean G. So many blessings to you. Right, and then Alphonse, we took care of that one already. So Cassidy, you are up next here. Message from your great grandfather about your love life. What? From your great grandfather? No, it's good. So grandfather says, with the 8 of swords and the 4 of swords, this is about peace of mind, letting go of expectations. The 8 of swords is, when we look in the mirror, we see our own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that blind us and bind us and make us feel trapped and restricted. These are all the things about, and they're like, yeah, I'm sure I passed it on just like my great grandfather passed it on to my generation. We have a bunch of supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's and have to be's and must be's and ought to be's when it comes to love and relationships and everything else. And they're like, the biggest piece of advice I have for you, little one, little mouse, is let go of expectations. Um, the more expectations we have, the the thinner the road is of that we can have love come to us. If I have so many, this person in here is on back order for 1,000 years. But if I can knock away expectations more and more and more and more, then there's this opening of, possibilities. And if we have blinders on, they're right here. It's going to take me a long time to move this way to go, oh, there they are. But if I remove expectations, then I see them and they can come in sooner as well. Because it's that fear of choosing the wrong person, the fear of what other people's actions, but all these thoughts and beliefs that are limiting regarding love can be looked at and released. And with the Eight of Swords and the Four of Swords, I feel like you've been working on that. They're acknowledging that, but they're like, just keep doing that, because the more you release, the sooner that you can meet true love for your life. And so I like that. Yep, Sean, I sure did. Just like um, just right before Cassidy. So if you rewind a little bit regarding finances, that's the one I just did. All right. I think because you didn't have any donations, right? Yeah. So the free one I just did. All right. So boom, boom, boom. All right. All right. And then so many blessings, Cassidy. That's what the great grandfather has for you. All right. I love that he calls you little mouse. It's a term of endearment. So JJJ, you are up. Will your Fox Fry 10 KP monthly be successful? All right, let's take a look here. Eventually, you got the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slow moving knight, but there is progress. It is Pentacles. And the Strength card is, courage. It is finding your inner strength and persevering. I feel like it's going to take some effort with the Strength card coming in, but it can be successful. It's just going to take time and a lot of endurance and putting in some true grit, some work into it, making it happen. So I do feel like that there is this success that can come through all that, but it's going to take a little bit of work. All right. So that's what they have for you, JJJ. So many blessings to you. All right. Very good, Sean. All right. And then Fin, how will you do as a singer after your vocal surgery? All right. So we've got the Hierophant, which is a great teacher kind of energy. And the Queen of Swords is the balancing of speech, because swords is like communication and the heart. I feel like you'll do well. You might need like a vocal coach just to help you a little bit with the after the surgery, just to make sure you don't sprint with your voice. You might reach out to a vocal coach if you don't have one already, and just ask them for their advice on how can I balance this without pushing it too much. So I really feel like you'll do well as long as you consult an expert on how to do that. Unless you're a vocal coach too, then you might already know. But if that's the case, then honor your knowledge and your wisdom. If not, definitely seek it. But balance is very important in coming back. Don't rush too much upon the return. All right. So that's what they have. You send you great energy for your vocal surgery, for your surgery. All right. And then Madam Bird, you are up next. You are very welcome. So should you text B, or do you think he'll text you? All right. Well, there's no shoulds, when it comes to spirit, all right? There's always choices, right? Of different choices bring different results. There's no, should supposed to from spirit side. So if you text B, what will this be? Well, they have 3 of 1, so take a different direction. Will he text you? 2 of Pentacles is balance. Eventually, I feel like they will. It looks like they're trying to find some balance in their life. There must be a lot going on. So there, once things calm down and balance out, I feel they will. So in this, they're like, they're recommending, like what's for your highest experience. If you text them, then things kind of go in a different direction than you thought. But if you wait, then I feel like they will text you. It feels like that if they're very, very busy and you're texting them, you're not going to get a response. You're going to get a quick little one, or they're going to be just like, oh gosh, I'm so busy right now. I don't have time for this. So it has this kind of lower vibrational tone to it. But if you wait, then I feel like they will text you um, with that. So there you go. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So that's what they have for you, Madam Bird. And then Joe Kenzo, you're up. So a reading on Chris's intentions with you. Let's take a look here. Well, looks like they're making some plans with the Two of Wands, and they're trying to figure it out. They're like the Nine of Cups is they're trying to look for like their dream come true, but they have no idea what they're looking for. So they're kind of daydreaming, kind of wondering what is it they want to do. And the Two of Wands is kind of like this being at a fork in a road, trying to decide what is it? And is this it? Because I feel like they don't want to rush into something and promise something if they're not really going to do it, which I honor that. I mean, that's does feel honorable where they don't want to give anyone false hopes and then back out, right? They just kind of want to make sure what they want before they do it. And I kind of feel like that's what they're kind of doing is, like she is staring at the window, kind of daydreaming about what does a full, abundant, overflowing life look like? They're trying to figure it out for themselves, not what they've been told all their life it's supposed to be. But what does that mean for me? That Nine of Cups is kind of spending some time with themselves, trying to understand their emotions. So hopefully that makes sense. But I feel like that's what's going on with them right now. And they're trying to figure out what their intentions are before they really act upon them. So I feel like they're kind of just wandering at this point and trying to figure all that what's going on there. All right. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings. All right. And then Gia, you are up. So how will your next 6 months be? All right, let's take a look here and get their overall energy. Wow. Looks very joyful and full. You got the 10 of Cups coming in. So I feel like, there's overflowing joy and love and abundance that comes in with the 10 of Cups. This is like pure joy. So I feel like whatever's unfolding, that you're ready for this change. You're ready for this emotional flood in a very positive ways. It almost feels like there's miracles. It just feels like, wow, the rainbow shooting across the sky. You're just like, wow, this is beautiful. So I feel like these next 6 months are really quite unfolding here for you. Now, if you want to get kind of more in depth, I've got July monthlies out there for each individual zodiac sign, and also solstice, which is the next 3 months by each individual zodiac sign. And those are about relationships too. So if you check those, I posted those earlier. And they're also on my main page. But to get into some more details there, definitely it just feels like everything just turns to gold. Everything just turns to happiness and joy. So again, miracles, miracles, it feels like. So I like that energy coming in. Wow. That's why I love using two of the same deck, because boom, boom, very strong message for you there. Right. So that's what they have for you, Gia. So many blessings to you. You're very welcome, Madam Bud. All right. And then Queen Bean, you are up. What are Rahul's intentions towards you? Let's take a look here. Based on current energies, you know, they got the Seven of Swords, which is kind of this um being aware of their own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are deceptive for them. And this Fool card is like a brand new beginning, free of expectations, free of fears. And I just feel like their intentions here, not that they're like poor or bad intentions. I just feel like they're trying to figure out what all these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that they've had in their head that have cheated them out of opportunities, cheated them out of things in their life, and have drawn deceptive people into their life. And this Full card is like this new adventure, free of intention, free of expectation, and just wanting to like have an adventure without feeling like they're caged. When I get this combination, it's like a lion who doesn't want to be caged, but will go on an adventure with you, but doesn't want to have to say what my intentions are. So I know it's like, really? But that's something for us to look at, right? We've invited them with this energy into our lives. So, what about my need for intention, my need for expectations being fulfilled? Those small T truths that are rooted in fear, what can I look at? And how can I set my own self free from the cage that my heart and my mind are in, right? That was formulated over the years growing up. It's like, okay, let me question my thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that make me feel like I'm trying to be trapped and I am not free. And there's freedom that comes with that too. So you might end up going on an adventure together if you're able to put all the intentions and expectations aside. The lion doesn't want to be, out there everywhere, but also just don't want to be caged. So it's like, oh, I didn't want to be caged. You want to be an alley cat, you know, going around and doing things with all these different people. They're like, no, I just don't want to be told what to do, be restricted, be caged. I want to be able to go, hey, let's go do this. And you're like, let's go, without worrying if it's going to be, good or bad or whatever. They just want to be able to have adventure with you. So that's kind of the intention, is not to have any intentions and just enjoy, if that makes sense. All right. So that's what they have for you, Queen Bean. Many blessings. Right. Okay, so we did those. We did those. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anyone here. We did those. We did those. All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. So, Magana, you are up. So, what do you need to know right now? All right. Well, we do have this balancing energy. You got the Queen of Swords, which is the balancing of head and heart. You got the Two of Wands, which is like this understanding where you're investing your energy, but where you want to invest it, and making plans towards something, and taking action toward it. The Queen of Swords is one of these like cards of a very compatible partner. And if you're like wanting to, like, you have this big desire and search of like, I want to find someone who is very compatible with me, the Two of Wands is kind of saying, well, go plan. Don't try to find someone who matches and is compatible with you. Go live your life. And the Two of Wands, I just feel like you're like, go travel and do what you want to do. Go find your hobbies, your passions, do those things, and you'll meet someone who's compatible because they also love doing those things. Otherwise, it's kind of like a needle in a haystack, but go to a needle factory instead and you'll find the needle. If that makes sense. Your guides are funny. But so I like that. It's like, make plans, go travel, go on adventures, go attend things, and you'll meet people, and then you'll click with someone who has a lot of the same compatible type of approaches to life and enjoys doing the same things. And then you're like, ah, there they are, right? So that's what I feel coming in here right now, Magana. That's what you need to know, right? So many blessings to you. And then nature 1111, you want career for the next 6 months. All right. So, you have this ability here of the 10 of Pentacles to have a lot of abundance come in the outside world here. But the Five of Wands is about the battle of this energy between your head and your heart. And, you know, they're reminding me like in when I worked in like corporate life and that even in this, what I do, if I try so hard to try to achieve something I would barely meet at work, right? I wouldn't get the raises, the promotions, the bonuses, and all that. When I'm like, you know what? Fine. I'm just going to come in and do the job that I love to do and stop worrying about all that stuff. And when I did that, I would do a fourth of the amount of work that I was investing. And I would get the bonuses, the raises, and all that. And that's what I feel like with this Five of Wands is instead of striving and trying, it's like, what do you live your heart, live your passion, follow that, and then things come easier. Think abundance comes in. When you follow your heart, things work out well. In fact, I have this little red apple coming in here with a smiley face. It's the heart. Make the heart happy. It was standing out there. So I like that for you. So that's what's coming in for you, nature 1111. And that's the 6 months. It's the more you focus and let your heart, the more things just snowball in a very positive way. All right. So let's see here. We did those. And then Carmel Damon, you are up. So D's or DL's current feelings and intentions. All right. Their current feelings they see here is the Empress. There's that, there's emotion a lot below the Empress, but there's a lot of this, what is it called? Sensuality that comes in with this. And they see you as very nurturing, very motherly kind of energy, not as their mother, but just this, birther, this beautiful, divine mother kind of energy. So very feminine. The Seven of Wands, their intentions, though, you know, the Seven of Wands is like, I'm going to be me. I'm going to shine. I'm going to be who I am. I'm not, um, going to dim my light, ask permission to shine. I'm going to be me. I'm going to do what I want. And I feel like their intentions are just sensual, that especially with this fiery wands energy that they have, they're just like, this is who I am, this is what I want. There's a lot of emotion below the surface with the Empress because she rules over all four queens, and all four queens get cups each, so emotion each. The Queen of Cups gets double emotion, so it's 5 parts emotion, 1 part earth, 1 part air, 1 part fire. That's below the surface, right? And they see you as this, as emotion and that's how they perceive it. But I don't feel like they have enough kind of self-love where they're able to really connect to that emotion. What they have learned is you show that you love someone and that you're loved through touch and through passion and this attraction. So I don't feel like there's this intention with these cards of commitment and anything like that. I feel like where they're at in their life right now, that's what they can offer because that's all they can offer to themselves. So hopefully that makes sense. I don't feel like there's this, ability to, have this intention of, I'm going to marry you one day. I just feel like they're like, I got to live for today and be me. It's kind of the energy that comes in. So not that they're a player. I just feel like they don't have a whole lot of self-love. So they can't give and receive a whole lot of self-love too. So that's what's coming in for you there, Carmel. So many blessings to you. All right. Very good, Lucky. All right. Boom, boom, boom. All right. And then Sag Girl, you are up. What type connection does W want from you? All right, let's take a look here. Well, what's going on with all these guys, right? We got the magician. Well, so that's, their magic wand and fiery energy attraction, energetic and physical attraction is really what was drawing them a lot there. The 10 of Swords is like free of expectations because the swords are our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets, and expectations. And 10 of Swords is like, I'm tired of trying to please people. I don't want any expectations. Expectations equal disappointment. I just want this. I just want to have intimacy. I want to have fire and passion, but without any strings, without any expectations, without any cage that's coming in here. So there's a lot of that energy going on right now, it seems. But I feel like that's the what they've wanted and where that's come in there with that. So that's what's coming in, Sag Girl. I know. All right. So many blessings to you. Okay, we did that one. We did that one. Did that one and that one. All right. And then Mika Khan. So between letting RB do it or trying myself, which one should I choose for faster profit results? All right, what we'll do is we have one card if they do it, one card if you do it, and we'll see what energy comes in. Because on, Spirit, they don't have a should, but for the faster profit, let's see here. Well, you got two kings. So if you let RB do it, there's this balance between head and heart, and that's a good balance that comes in. If you try it yourself, it's going to take a lot of thinking, a lot of getting into your head. The King of Swords is like double the mind, the mental work. And I feel like the King of Cups feels more balanced energy. It's like the perfect compatible partner kind of energy. So it feels like they're saying, I don't feel like there'll be faster profit or more positive results. Depending on, I just feel like if you do it yourself, it's going to be a whole lot more work if you do it yourself. It's going to be like mentally draining kind of energy, where the King of Cups feels more balanced between head and heart. And so kind of feel leaning to letting RB do it. They it just feels like you won't be like steam and smoke coming out of your ears from all the overthinking that you have to do. So that's what's coming in for you, Mika. So you take that as you will, of course. If you're like, it's okay, I'd rather do it myself, then you can. But I don't feel like there's going to be any difference as far as faster profit. I feel like it will be faster done because I feel like RB might do it a lot. And I feel like you might have to take on a lot of extra stuff and look into stuff and research and research. And it's like, so that's kind of what I feel with that. All right. So that's what's coming in for you there. Right. We did that. We did that. All right. And then Alvin Abraham, you are up. So financial and love relationship. All right. All right. Well, you do have here, the love and relationship with the Knight of Cups. That's the pursuit of love, right? And with both financial and love, the Six of Swords is about being open-minded, leaving behind some fears you have around finances and around relationship, and allow yourself to have a change of thinking, to see things from a different perspective, because that's what gets the heart moving, that's what gets the passion moving and opens up things in your life. So I feel like that their big piece here is to evaluate and kind of think about, what have I been fearing around finances and love and relationship, right? And why do I fear that? And transform that. That allows things to change in the outside world. I also have monthlies for July that are out. So if you look up for each individual zodiac sign, we do go into all the four different areas of our lives, which, the pentacle suit, the wands, the mind, the emotion, all of that. So it can get you some more clarity. There's also solstice readings for 3 months, which is all about relationships. So if you want to dive into that by each individual zodiac sign, you can definitely get some deeper information on those too, and those are all free. Just with 2 card free readings, with covering all of that, there's not a whole lot of ton that we can go into, I think, the depth that you're wanting. But if you can look at those are on my main page at the very top, the playlists, and you can find those and get some good information. They're like really deep dive into those. All right. So that's what they have for you, Alvin. So many blessings to you. All right. Let me just make sure here. All right. It's summertime. Lots of they all trying to find all those hot boys are trying to find some heat, right? It's like Grease, summer love. Yeah. And for ease of use too, since I think I reached the bottom here, I'll be heading off here in just a moment for my praying mantis session too. But here's the solstice readings. So if anyone wants to check out their summer, that's that. And then here's the July monthlies. Of course, we have a Cancer new moon coming up. So if you guys are looking for new moon wishes and what you can know about your home life, that's helpful there, as well as Cancer season. So this is the next from like the 20th to the 20th. And I think that was mainly it there. And then if you want to catch up on my weekly podcast on how to make it from back to cozy from our chaos that we experience here, then you can catch up on there too. They're going to circle back in September, right? That's too funny. Grease lightning, go, grease lightning. The summer love is over. Oh, oh, boo, 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 boo. Right. Too fun. All right, my dear, and everyone else. I'm going to head off here since I've actually completed all readings this evening. So enjoy. I'll be back. Let's see, today's Friday. So Saturday and Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and tomorrow night as well at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So until I see you guys again, remember that every second of every day of our lives that we truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. Of course, I love you too. So until I see you guys again, much love to you. Hang in there. Enjoy the rest of your night or your day, wherever you're at in the world. Till I see you, much love. I would say stay out of trouble, but let's set reasonable expectations and just have fun. And we'll see you soon. Love you. Bye.